This is a constructions question and I'm going to need my compass, or technically pair of compasses. So I'm just going to remind you how to draw a perpendicular bisector to start with. That's a line that's perpendicular to this line that splits it into two. And you need to be able to do that before you deal with a slightly harder question of the perpendicular through P. Okay, let's do this. So what I need to do is I need to put a point on one of the ends of the line, point of the compass, and then extend the compass to beyond halfway. I'm going to have to extend mine quite a lot because it's a very small compass. And then I draw an arc going round like this. I keep the radius exactly the same, the compass the same distance apart, the points, and then I move the point to the other end of the line and draw another arc. And what I get is a sort of little creature, I like to say. So it's kind of got antennae, I can draw some eyes on it, and that's a way of remembering how to draw a perpendicular bisector. I'm not quite done. I haven't actually drawn a perpendicular bisector yet. Just to finish it off, I draw with my ruler a straight line that goes through these 2 points. Now, why does that work? Because I've essentially created a shape where all these sides are the same length. It's a rhombus, in fact. They're all the same, and so it must be, if I draw a line going through these vertices, then it will split it into two, and it will be at right angles. It follows on from it anyway. Now the problem here is that I've drawn a perpendicular bisector, but I want to draw a perpendicular that goes through P. So actually I want a parallel line, basically. But I need to do that using constructions. How do we do that? Well, there's one extra step that we need to put into play. So I'm going to get my compass again, but this time I'm going to put it on point P. Sorry, I just had to move it so I can actually like spin it around. Okay, and then extend it so that it can touch the line, because yeah, otherwise I'm going to miss the line. Okay, that's enough. You can decide how much you extend it. It doesn't have to be the same as mine. And then what I do is the following. I draw a little arc that goes through the line here, and then a little arc that goes through the line here. That is the only extra step, because guess what? That's that new line that I have, P, would be, well, it's not exactly in between, but if I draw a perpendicular bisector through this line, then it will guarantee to go through P. Okay, I can basically cross out the rest of the line and just focus on finding the perpendicular bisector of this new line. Because of the way I've constructed it, this is the same point, this is the same distance away from P as this one here. Okay, let's do this then. So forget about P now. I need to get my compass again, and I'm going to have to make it smaller because I just want it to go beyond halfway, but not like really far. So I'm going to make it go to there. And then now I'm going to draw my little arc going around again. And of course, you could have gone, if you're doing this question from scratch, you'd go straight to this. You wouldn't have done the perpendicular bisector I did at the start. I was just demonstrating. You put your point here, and you do this again. Okay, and I've got my little creature. Just to finish it off, I need to draw the line through it. And there we go. As you can see, it goes through P, and it is guaranteed to be perpendicular to it. Quite a lot for these 2 marks, but like you said, there's a memory thing going on, but there's also hopefully some understanding. Why does it work? Why does the perpendicular bisector cause me to, why does constructing it in this way give me a perpendicular bisector? I've tried to talk about that. Why in this case do I have to make these arcs from P? Because like I said, then I basically am putting P in the middle of the line, that sort of thing. A similar thing would be the case if I have a little cross here and I wanted a perpendicular through that. In that case, I would again make some arcs and then I'd make a new perpendicular bisector. I'm just talking about that briefly because those are the three types of question you get at GCSE. Perpendicular bisector, perpendicular from a point away from the line, and perpendicular from a point on the line.